Then the second classification is on the basis of relation to cost center. Cost center we have already understood. The department, the process, the individual, where we can attribute a cost, where we can trace a cost. So it is on the basis of traceability. This classification is based on identification, that is traceability of items of cost to a cost center or cost object or cost unit. This may be further classified, understood in terms of direct cost and indirect cost. One department is working in any factory. That department will consume a lot of material, lot of persons will work in that department directly, will be treated as direct cost. I am assuming that for production of this shirt, we have one finishing department. After the shirt is ready from the stitching department, this department finishes this shirt. Finishing means maybe ironing, maybe removing extra threads, making sure that the tags are being put, etc., etc. I am saying this is finishing department. What a department will work will be defined by the organization, and in this manner boundaries within which a department or a unit will work will be different from one organization or company to another organization or company. I am assuming that there is a company which is producing such shirts, having a finishing department, and what are the activities of finishing department are already defined. This is the assumption with which I am moving ahead. So now this finishing department will work. Whatever is being spent on this finishing department is direct cost. We know that 7 workers are working in this finishing department. So the salaries of 7 workers, direct cost. In the previous classification, we said that it will be treated as labor cost. But here it is not labor cost, but it's a direct cost. Later on you may say it's a direct labor. Fine. We can go into sub classifications also if needed. We'll talk more about it. But right now, when we say classification on the basis of relation to cost center, traceability, then it is direct cost. Finishing department's direct cost. Direct costs are those costs which are directly identifiable with a particular product, service, job or activity. Then what is indirect cost? Which is not identifiable directly to that product, unit, department, etc. These are the general costs. I am saying that this finishing department is working in one factory. Insurance of the factory, rent of the factory is indirect expenditure for this finishing department. So these are the general costs that are incurred for the benefit of a number of cost units, processes or departments. Finishing will be there, stitching will be there, cutting will be there. So the rent paid for the factory or insurance paid for the factory will be for all such departments, stitching, cutting, finishing. So there is nothing which can be directly traceable to this finishing department. So something which is traceable for the finishing department is being treated as the direct cost. Something which is not traceable to the finishing department is being treated as indirect cost.